Well, Oklahoma is hitting the peak season for deer hunting, and the 16-day deer gun season is just a little over a week away. Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation's Colin Berg joins us this morning to help hunters get ready for the season. Good morning.
Morning.
You just got back from Colorado on an elk hunt.
A week ago from Colorado, and now I'm gearing up to actually go deer hunting, so I'm ready to get out there. This cooler weather's got me excited.
Yeah, finally. We've been needing it. Well, a lot of people have been hunting since October 1st. But next weekend and the days that follow will be some of the busiest of the season.
That's right. Coming up the 18th is when the firearm season starts, and that's our most popular season. There'll be about a couple 100,000 deer hunters hit the woods in pursuit of harvesting either a trophy buck like you've harvested a couple of already, or antlerless deer, which is very important, as you've mentioned, to keep the deer population in check. And we want to make sure that people that are hunting public land realize there's a lot of public land that is open during the general deer gun season. A lot of times it's just the first 9 days. Sometimes the antlerless zones aren't open there on those WMAs. So go to each one of these on our website, and it's listed by the region of the state. You can look at them and see, okay, if I'm going to hunt Keystone, what are the regulations on Keystone or Fort Gibson or Hayburn? They're open, but everyone's kind of a little bit different. So make sure you familiarize yourself with those regulations for each area that you're going to hunt.
Well, and you know, this is just that was just a snapshot of some. That wasn't even all of the ones in northeastern Oklahoma. And of course, there's lots of other areas too. So you definitely want to know the rules and regulations before you go out there. Also, very important to wear your orange when you are gun hunting.
Yes.
Whether you're on private or public.
Exactly, and not just to your stand while you're in the stand. That's one of the most common tickets that people get, is for not wearing their orange while they're in the field hunting. As soon as you get out of your vehicle, you need to slap that orange on, wear it all the way to your tree stand, wear it, even if you're in a hunting blind, a fully enclosed hunting blind, you're supposed to have a head covering and vest that equals 400 square inches of orange on. It can be a camo type orange, but it needs to have enough there that people can readily see you. So that's a safety thing that we want people to be aware of. And even if you're on private land, sometimes people sneak in, and you want those folks to know where you're at, so they leave, number one. But number two, you don't want somebody shooting at an animal and you're right in line with their line of sight. So that's what that orange helps with, particularly with rifles that can bullet travel over 2 miles.
Well, and it doesn't mess up your hunting.
No, it doesn't.
You know, it doesn't mess it up. Okay, well, not just deer season. You've got duck season opener for zones 1 and 2 this weekend, along with quail season.
That's right. A lot of people are starting to waterfowl hunt. That's really what my son, I saw him early this morning, dropped off some paperwork, and he's like, hey, Dad, check out and see if there's any ducks up at the place. He's not worried about deer hunting. He's like, I want to know if there's ducks so that we can go. It's a social environment. A lot of kids, young hunters, really enjoy it. Quail hunting is the same thing. You know, a lot of people, we've talked about it before, you don't have to stay as quiet as people think in the deer stand, but so many people do, and they hunt solely by themselves. And so the traditions of quail hunting and duck hunting are great opportunities to introduce somebody new to the sport, because it's not just sitting still, you're active, and it's fun and enjoyable out there.
You can have a little coffee and visit a little bit.
That's right.
Well, if you don't want to get out in the woods, you can get out in the water. Trout fishing is heating up, and the colder the better for trout, right?
Exactly. This cool weather, we started stocking trout in our wintertime trout areas. Perry CCC is the closest one that's right here. So travel the state. Blue River, Lower Mountain Fork, which is a year-round, Illinois River, Medicine Creek down at Wichita Mountains. There's stocking them in the Panhandle as well at Sunset Lake. So you can travel the entire state in pursuit of trout during the wintertime. So encourage folks to get out and do that. With it being Veterans Day coming up, I wanted to also put a plug in. We have veterans licenses for veterans that have been injured in the line of duty and have disabilities related to it, reduced cost veterans license. So check out our information on veterans license on our website, and those folks, we appreciate them. My dad's a veteran, the Marine Corps, so appreciate their service, not just on this day that it's recognized, but every day of the year.
Absolutely, that's great. And it's wildlifedepartment.com. You can get more information on that, as well as all of those regulations and the zones for duck hunting and all of the other deer hunting information that you need. Thank you, Colin.